What's my favorite thing about Thursday boots? You ask. It's like putting on a glove that you've been wearing since birth. I don't know. I think the one thing about shoes that are so terribly uncomfortable, or the fact that there's like that break-in period where you have to sleep with them, you have to shower with them, you have to feed them, and then maybe they'll agree to wrap around your foot comfortably. And after suffering many blisters and bunions and all the other sort of road wear that terribly fitting boots do to you, I put these on and it was like somebody gave me a hand-me-down that was made and form-fitted to my foot. I call them the Dior of shoes, these things. Because whenever I put on a pair of Dior pants, they like button themselves. Because what's great is Dior pants are made for guys that are super emaciated and have no ass. So these are like that, except for people that have normal feet and perfect sizes. I don't know. This is astonishment. Yeah. I guess I answer that question with a question because I think everybody forgets how many times they've changed throughout their 20s. So I always ask, how many times did you change in your 20s? I think since I was 19, stepping in front of a recording button, I've went from, a heartbroken teenager to the mid-20s. Some of those records that we did felt like they were asking what the purpose of this journey was. And as an artist, I've just kind of lived my journal publicly through song. So it's been a lot of different people in my body since I was 19. So I guess it's just like kind of asking someone how they've grown up as an artist. Like, I think I have. I think anyone who walks into their art asking themselves a question before they execute it is if this is going to give me some sort of relevance, I think they're probably asking themselves the wrong question. I make music because it's the one thing I know that I can connect to as an artist, and so I don't think relevance is something you try to like zero in on. I think that's a hopeful byproduct of the art you create. So I think maintaining relevance is something, it's kind of an ambiguous question, but it's I like to think that we have just by contributing. So hopefully that's the case.
I've kind of seen enough of that. Oh yeah.
My favorite music to listen to when I actually sit and listen to music, there's headphone music and then there's your house music. And I'm a kid of vinyl, so I still love the ritual of pulling out a crisp piece of vinyl, pulling it out, looking at the artwork while I'm spinning it. I love calypso music. I love Harry Belafonte. I love 1950s Motown kind of jams. I think I try to listen to the exact opposite music that I create, but I don't think I actually try to do it. I listen to a lot of classical music. Top 3 records, that's like asking somebody, that's a mechanic, what their favorite cars are. It's hard to pin any down. I really love the Beck Guero record recently, listening to a lot of ELO, because Jeff Lynne is like a modern Beatle, and I don't think he really gets that much credit for it. Modern dance. No, I think just now getting into acting to where I'm starting to understand what it's like to build a character and what it's like to walk in other people's skin. I really think that's like a new piece of the disco ball that I am now. I've always wanted to blow glass, and not like a hippie stoner at Bonnaroo glass blowing. Like I want to do like large, giant pieces of glass. I'm gonna be like a musical Chihuly.
What has been your most challenging acting?
Is that yours?
My most challenging acting role to date, probably the film didn't get finished, but I did a lot of prep for this film called Midnight Rider, where I played Greg Allman for the Greg Allman biopic with this actor William Hurt and this other guy Wyatt Russell. And the prep that we did for that film was really immersive and taxing. I had to learn how to play B3 organ. We had to play all the Allman Brothers songs. When we enveloped ourselves in that atmosphere, in that world, we started becoming like kind of, you know, we were a band. By the time we had all gotten to Savannah to shoot the movie, we had like all these rough rockers that were getting ready to portray it felt like we were the Allman Brothers. So this HBO miniseries called Lewis and Clark that had Casey Affleck and Matthias Schoenhardt in it. We did a month of boot camp in the wilderness. That was really some man stuff. Like a lot of logs were thrown on shoulders. A lot of animals were butchered. It was a crazy preparation. But you know, as far as that, everything I've done on TV has been real fun and easy.
There was one acting role in
Like a do-over? I guess I'd do over Val Kilmer playing Jim Morrison. Did you like that? No, anything I could do again? I don't know. I guess I'd want to redo the House Bunny and slip Emma Stone the tongue. I think Tilda Swinton is a really sassy dresser, man. I love how brave she is. She's like a modern Bowie in that regard. I love people that look really out of place in this fashion game. Every time I go to Fashion Week and you see those people that are like peacocking hard, I love those people. Those are like my favorite people to look at because they get to be superheroes for a week. I think fashion's always, it's funny how aristocratic fashion is. Like there's no line of, it's either in or it's out, and the people that sort of don't win might look just slightly different than the people that win hard. So it's kind of funny how subjective it is to just opinion. It's like wine. It's like me giving you a glass of red, and I'm like, this is the greatest Cabernet you've ever had, and you're like, maybe on your tongue. Yeah, it's so funny.
What is one thing that
Variety and versatility. Every song we did on this record, especially our single Sweat, and then the B-side of it, Close Your Eyes, they're kind of both Polaroids of the spectrum that we're going to cover for the record. So expect just a record of nonsensical chaos. I don't think it's going to be just, here's another All-American Rejects record for you people that are fans of the All-American Rejects. I think we're doing everything we can to rebel against that. Or at least I am. I don't think my band knows it yet. But we've been away for 5 years, and the only reason that I felt like we should contribute more music is if it had changed and evolved within, you know, our construct. So I think it has. So I think they can expect more variety. What makes a man stylish? Confidence. I think it's funny, when I was practicing this role of Betsy in this short film we did for Sweat, I wore nothing but clear 6-inch platform heels, and that's it, and a smile every day. And I think there's something about being comfortable within your own skin before you put on other pieces of it. So I think it's kind of like that, you know how they do those pictures of two women usually wearing the same dress, and everybody, it's the worst thing. They're like, who wore it better? And really the person who wore it better is the person who looks most comfortable in what they're wearing. So what makes a man stylish is the fact that that man is comfortable in his own skin. Look at his boots. See if he's standing on his tiptoes or his heels.